Okay. Assalamu alaikum أصدقائي. السلام عليكي تشيكو.
السلام عليكم مولود.
صباح الخير إليزابيث.
صباح النور مولود.
مرحبا ريبيكا.
مرحبا.
أتمنى I wish أتمنى أنكم بخير. نعم.
نعم.
Okay.
You see Sonia? Sonia's here too.
مرحبا.
Hey, مرحبا سونيا. مرحبا سونيا. I didn't see you. مرحبا سونيا. كيف حالك اليوم؟ بخير؟
أنا بخير. أنا عندي أمل كثير.
أنا عندي أمل كثير. I have lots of hope. عندي أمل. Oh, sorry. You said عندي عمل كثير.
عمل كثير, a lot of work.
Okay, so these words are very close. If you say عمل with عمل, this is work. If you say أمل, this is hope. The two words are very close.
different words.
Yeah. أمل hope. عندي أمل كثير. I have lots of hope. That means you're hopeful to do good thing or something. عندي عمل كثير. I have lots of work.
عندي عمل كثير.
مسكينة سونيا. Poor Sonia. Okay. So أنا دائما أشتاق إليكم. فأنا أشتاق إليك يا إليزابيث، وأشتاق إليك تشيكو، وأشتاق إليك سونيا، وأيضا أشتاق إليك ريبيكا. So if you want to say that to me, you say
اشتقت إليك مولود.
ممتاز. اشتقت إليك مولود. If you want to say that to one of your friends or your family, like for example, you want to say that to your mother, your brother, your sister. For example, أنا اشتقت إليك أمي، اشتقت إليك أبي، اشتقت إليك بنتي، اشتقت إليك ابني. For example, if you want to say that to your husband, you might say, Elizabeth, what do you think? If you want to say that to your husband, for example, in Arabic?
I don't remember. Rajul is man.
Yeah.
But I
husband, how do you say husband?
I can't remember.
زوجي.
زوجي. ممتاز.
زوجي.
ممتاز.
Can someone else go?
So you say اشتقت إليك زوجي.
زوجي.
Yes. اشتقت إليك زوجي. Or you can, if you're talking
I don't have to do the my. Zauji, is it already implied?
Yes, my husband. E, the sound E at the end means my. زوجي.
Zauj and versus Zauji.
Yeah.
All right. Now.
ممتاز. Okay. So before we start, I would love to ask you عندي سؤالي كيف كانت العطلة؟ كيف كانت العطلة? And here I'm talking about the President's Day.
President's Day.
كانت عطلة. The President's Day عطلة في أمريكا. نعم صحيح؟ نعم. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So سؤالي my question كيف كانت العطلة? How was the holiday? كيف, and this word means how. كانت means was. al means the. عطلة is holiday. كيف كانت العطلة? Okay. سؤالي, my questions. هل كانت العطلة رائعة ممتازة؟ هل كانت العطلة رائعة ممتازة? The word كانت means was.
Was, yeah.
Like if you go back to the question we have here. So the first word, كيف, this is a question word, which means how. And that's why we say, كيف حالك? How are you? كيف حالك? How? كيف. كانت, that's was. Okay. كيف كانت العطلة؟ رائعة. هل كانت العطلة رائعة؟ ممتازة. That means fantastic. That means cool, good. هل كانت العطلة جميلة؟ جميلة. هل كانت العطلة جميلة؟ Was the holiday beautiful? هل كانت شيكو، هل كانت العطلة عادية؟
عادية.
عادية. عادية. That means normal. عادية. Like, but if you're talking about masculine, that will be عادي. عادي. Holiday is feminine, so عادية. عادية. هل كانت العطلة عادية؟ هل كانت العطلة مملة؟ مملة. That's boring. وهل كانت العطلة متعبة؟ هل كانت العطلة متعبة؟ خاصة إذا كان هناك أطفال. مع الأطفال العطلة متعبة. With kids, most of the holidays are tiring. Okay. سونيا، كيف كانت عطلتك؟ كيف كانت عطلتك؟
العطلة كانت جميلة.
ممتاز. وأنت ريبيكا، كيف كانت عطلتك؟
العطلة كانت جميلة ومثلج.
مثلجة.
Oh yeah.
It's snowy. ممتاز. إليزابيث، كيف كانت عطلتك؟
Check mine. العطلة كانت مثلجة وممتازة.
ممتازة. هذا جيد. ريبيكا، تشيكو، وأنت؟
العطلة كانت عادية.
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 نعم.
عادية.
تشيكو، هل بقيت في المنزل في العطلة؟ هل بقيت في المنزل في العطلة؟
نعم.
نعم. So did you stay at home in the holiday? نعم. نعم.
نعم.
نعم. ممتاز. اوكي. اوكي، عندي سؤال آخر. أين ذهبت في العطلة؟ هل ذهبت إلى أوكي، ماذا في الصورة؟ ماذا في الصورة؟ ماذا ترين في الصورة؟ What do you see in the picture? ماذا ترين في الصورة؟
الغابة.
ممتاز. هذه غابة أو غابتي. So let's say just say غابتي, but when it is in the sentence, the ending changes. Okay. الغابة. Okay. سؤال: هل في العطلة ذهبت إلى الغابة أو إلى هذه بحيرة؟ بحيرة. نعم، بحيرة هي lake. في بوزمان يوجد lake. نعم، في بوزمان يوجد lake. سونيا، هل يوجد في بوزمان بحيرة؟ Is
نعم.
there نعم؟ اوكي ما اسمها؟
Fairy Lake.
Oh yeah. Glen Lake. Glen.
Now what's the name? I think there is a lake in Bozeman, right?
They
What
call
is
it like it's a pond.
I'm thinking of Lake.
for I don't remember the name.
The Glen Lake. They renamed it. The East Scouts and Recreation Area has a big pond. Glen Lake.
One lake,
Glen.
Glen Lake.
Now
Oh, Hassan. Okay.
it should be Glen
So-
Pond.
Okay. Buhaira. Buhaira. So in
Buhaira.
Arabic, this is like a small sea.
Mm.
Like the sea in Arabic is called Bahr. Bahr. But you once say it's small sea. This is Buhaira. So Buhaira, it's like if you say small sea, but it means lake. Buhaira. Okay. هل ذهبتي في العطلة إلى الغابة أو البحيرة أو النهر؟ نهر. في بوزمان هناك نهر ماديسون. نهر ماديسون. اوكي. وهل ذهبتي في العطلة إلى الجبل؟ الجبل. الجبل. Like I do remember that. I just want to. I don't remember the highest peak in the mountains surrounding Bozeman. I don't remember the highest peak.
Sacagawea.
Oh yes, yes. نعم. نعم. جبل ساكاجويا. نعم. جبل. اوكي. هل في العطلة ذهبت للتزلج؟ التزلج. That's skiing. تزلج. أو التخييم. تخييم. camping. تخييم. هل ذهبت في العطلة في نزهة؟ نزهة. That is, what do you think?
Picnic.
A picnic. ممتاز. في نزهة. هل ذهبت في العطلة للسباحة؟ السباحة. That's swimming. أنا أحب السباحة في البحيرة. I like swimming in a lake. أنا أحب السباحة في البحيرة. وأحب أيضا السباحة في النهر. I like also swimming in a river. هل في العطلة بقيت في المنزل؟ Okay. So let me tell you about what I do in my holiday and what I like to do in my holiday. Okay. So في العطلة أحب كثيرا أن أذهب في نزهة في الغابة. وأحب أيضا التزلج في الجبل. ولكن لا أحب البقاء في المنزل في العطلة. So I just want to see if you understand what I said. If you want me to repeat, I can do that, but
You said when you go on holiday, you love going on a picnic in the forest, skiing in the mountains, but you don't like staying at home.
ممتاز 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 ممتاز. So this is, I'm going to repeat what I said. So في العطلة أحب كثيرا الذهاب في نزهة إلى الغابة وأحب أيضا التزلج في الجبل ولكن لا أحب البقاء في المنزل. So Elizabeth,
نعم.
how do you feel about this? Like,
أنا أيضا, let's see. العطلة في العطلة عطلة, yeah, في
نعم.
on holiday, no, that's with holiday.
Yeah. In holiday, that means في العطلة, that means in holiday.
Yeah, or during.
Yes, it can be during. Yes.
في okay, في العطلة أنا أحب تزلجي.
نعم.
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 في جبل.
نعم.
وأنا أحب كثيرا تخييم.
نعم. تخييمة. ممتاز.
تخييمة. أنا أحب التخييمة في الغابة.
ممتاز. إليزابيث.
نعم.
هل تحبين التخييم وحيدة أو مع العائلة؟ العائلة means family. هل تحبين التخييم في الغابة وحيدة أو مع العائلة؟
Did you say, do you like to go camping next to a river with your family or no?
By yourself
Alone?
or with your
Oh, alone. What's alone again?
وحيدة. It's like واحد. واحد means one. وحيدة means alone.
Or
أو مع العائلة or with the family أو مع العائلة.
Both. Depends.
Okay.
What is both? Both.
So you can
I like
say
both.
الاثنان معا. الاثنان. Both, that means معا. It depends on the context. What do you want to say exactly?
I like both.
Okay.
أنا أحب.
الاثنين معا. الاثنين, the two together. It's like if you say the two together. That means both. الاثنان معا.
What about, well, you can't do both at the same time. So wouldn't you say I like either? I like either or?
That's أحب. For example, you want to say, like you say, either go into the forest or go into the mountain, right? This is what you want to say. You say,
yeah, you might say
in Arabic, that's imma أو.
Imma.
Okay, I'm going to add it here. Oh, sorry. So I'm going to add it here. For example, we say insertion. So imma أو. That's either or.
So أنا أحب التخييم. إما تخييم alone, which I can't remember. أو تخييم و family, which I also forget.
Okay. أنا أحب إما التخييم وحيدة
وحيدة.
أو مع عائلتي or with my family.
نعم.
So إما أو. Okay,
إما
this
أو.
is a very nice expression to learn. Okay, I give another example. For example, say أنا أفضل, I prefer, أنا أفضل إما التزلج أو السباحة. I love either or I
Camping or
prefer either to ski
skiing.
or to swim.
Okay.
أنا أحب إما التزلج أو السباحة. وأنت سونيا؟
في عطلتي أنا أحب التخييم في الجبل وأنا أحب السباحة في النهر.
نعم ممتاز. وتشيكو ماذا تحبين في العطلة؟
في العطلة أنا أحب السباحة في النهر أو النزهة في الغابة.
أو النزهة في الغابة.
نزهة.
تشيكو هل تحبين النزهة في الغابة وحيدة أو مع أصدقائي؟
What was the last astica?
الأصدقاء means friends أو مع الأصدقاء.
مع الأصدقاء.
ممتاز ممتاز. وأنت يا ريبيكا أين تفضلين الذهاب في العطلة؟ Where do you prefer to go on holiday? أين تفضلين الذهاب في العطلة؟
في العطلة أحب التزلج في جبل أو تكييم الغابة.
في الغابة. أوكي ريبيكا هل تذهبين في الغابة مع عائلتك with your family أو وحيدة أو مع أصدقاء؟ عائلة that's family. أصدقاء
إذا عائلة عائلة.
نعم.
نعم.
أنت تذهبين إلى الغابة مع العائلة with your family.
نعم.
ممتاز. Okay, ممتاز. So let's just do a very short review. We want to work on the verb ذهب and we want to conjugate it because now we're talking about going on holiday. I go on holiday with my family. We go on holiday. You go on holiday. So we need to work a little bit on this verb, which is ذهب. That means to go. So last time we conjugated the verb rasama, which means to draw. Most of the verbs in Arabic, they are derived from the root, which is based on 3 letters. Like here, to draw, that's rasama. So if we have ra, ar, as, and ra, sa, ma. So again, this word in Arabic, it consists of only 3 letters. It's not 6 letters. And like dhahaba, it also consists of 3 letters and not 6 letters. So this the A we have here, that's just in Arabic, it's like a dash that is put on the letter. Like R, Ra, we have the letter R, and A, that's just a dash on the letter, which means the sound Ra. So, okay. So this just try to review the verbs and then we work on the verb ذهب. Okay. For example, if you want to say I draw, that's أنا أرسم. You draw, that's أنت ترسم. If you're talking to a female, say أنتِ ترسمين. If you're talking to two persons, you say أنتما ترسمان. If you're talking about a masculine, you say هو, that's he, هو يرسم. هي ترسم, that's she, هي ترسم. If you're talking to a group of people, you, the plural form of you, that's sorry, this is we. نحن نرسم. أنتم ترسمون, that's you, the plural form, ترسمون. If you're talking to a group of female, أنتن ترسمن. If you're talking about a group of people, you say هم يرسمون. You're talking about a group of female, هن يرسمن. If you're talking about two persons, you say هما يرسمان. So if you look at we use some prefixes and not necessarily suffix. Sometimes it's just the haraka of the verb that changes, of the letter that changes. Sometimes we add a suffix, but generally in the middle you can see rasum, arsum, 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 arsum. So it's the same. So the same thing for ذهب. Like if you want to say أنا, I go.
أنا أثاب.
نعم.
أثوب.
ممتاز. أنا أذهب. أنا أذهب. في العطلة أذهب إلى الجبل. في العطلة أذهب إلى الجبل. In the holiday, I go to the mountain. في العطلة أذهب. So it's not necessary to mention أنا, because if you just say أذهب, that's clear that it is me. I go. Okay. أنت.
تذهب.
تذهب.
ممتاز. ممتاز. أنت تذهب في العطلة إلى الغابة. أنت تذهب في العطلة إلى الغابة. أنت وأنت صونيا. أنت
تذهبين.
تذهبين. Okay. Anti, and that's anti. Okay, it's just a mistake here. أنت تذهبين. دائما أنت تذهبين إلى الجبل في العطلة. دائما. دائما means
Always.
always. Okay, so I can say you always go to the mountain in the holiday. أنت دائما تذهبين إلى الجبل في العطلة. أنت دائما تذهبين إلى الجبل في العطلة. You always go to the mountain in the holiday. Okay. أنتما.
تذهبان.
أنتما تذهبان. أنتما تذهبان إلى البحيرة في العطلة. Both of you, you two, go to the lake in holiday or on holiday. أنتما تذهبان. Okay, like هو, he.
يذهب.
تابو.
ممتاز. هو يذهب. Okay, for example, if I want to say my husband goes to the forest on holiday. Like if I want to translate this sentence, my husband always goes to the forest on holiday.
زوجي يذهب الرباط في العطلة.
ممتاز. زوجي يذهب إلى الغابة في العطلة. زوجي يذهب إلى الغابة في العطلة. Now we want to add the word always. In Arabic, it's دائما.
دائما.
So we want to include this word. So that will be, my husband always goes to the forest in holiday. So
زوجي دائما يذهب إلى الرباط في العطلة.
that's perfect. زوجي دائما يذهب إلى الغابة في العطلة. ممتاز. Okay. Here oh sorry. Okay, that's too late. Okay. Here تذهب. For example, you want to say my mother goes to the I don't know, to the market, or let's say to the lake.
أمي تذهب إلى بحيرة.
ممتاز. أمي تذهب إلى البحيرة. And then I can add things like with her sister, for example, or with her brother. So it will be أمي تذهب إلى البحيرة مع أخيها, her brother. أخي, that's my brother. أخيها, that's her brother. So أمي تذهب إلى البحيرة مع أخيها في العطلة. My mother goes to the lake with her brother on holiday. Okay, so then I can add words like my beautiful mother goes to the lake with her brother on holiday. Ummi, how to say beautiful?
Jamila.
Yes,
جميلة.
my beautiful mother said, أمي الجميلة تذهب دائما, always, تذهب دائما إلى البحيرة مع أخيها. So, and I add like words to extend my sentence. Okay, now let's just say we.
نذهب.
نعم. نحن نذهب. Like you are talking about you and your family, and you say, we always go to the forest because it is beautiful. How do you say because in Arabic? Because لأن. And then it's because it is, and then it's لأنه or لأنها. It depends on what you're talking about. Like if you're speaking about the forest, it's feminine, then it will be لأنها. You're talking about your husband, so you say because he, so it's لأنه. So we have two ways. لأنها for feminine, لأنه for masculine. So for example, you want to say, we like to go to the forest because it's beautiful.
نذهب إلى الغابة لأنها جميلة.
ممتاز. نذهب إلى الغابة لأنها جميلة. We go to the forest because it is beautiful. نذهب دائما إلى الغابة لأنها جميلة. We always go to the forest because it is beautiful. نذهب دائما إلى الغابة لأنها جميلة. Okay, now you're talking to a group of people. You, the plural form of you.
تذهبون.
ممتاز. أنتم تذهبون. أنتم تذهبون. Okay, so if you're talking to a group of female, you, the female form.
أنتن تذهبن.
أنتن تذهبن. أنتن تذهبن. Okay. If we are talking about group, okay, هن, okay, هم, أنتم. Okay, we are talking about a group of people. They, that's they.
يذهبون.
ممتاز. هم يذهبون.
يذهبون.
نعم. هم يذهبون. Okay. If we're talking about a group of female, they, the female form, or the feminine form.
هن يذهبن.
ممتاز. هن يذهبن. هن يذهبن. And finally, if we're talking about two persons,
هما يذهبان.
ممتاز. هما يذهبان. So this works on all the verbs. So this is how to form the simple present, the simple present of the verb. For example, if you want to say a verb like I write. I write in Arabic, the verb to write is
كتب.
كتب. ممتاز. كتب. And then you chant. أنا أكتب. أنت تكتب. أنت تكتبين. أنتما تكتبان. هو يكتب. هي تكتب. نحن نكتب. أنتم تكتبون. أنتن تكتبن. هم يكتبون. هو or هن يكتبن. هم يكتبون. Okay, let's just do another verb and quickly. Like for example, if you say to dream. Okay, the verb is next. The verb is حلم. This is the verb حلم. That means to dream. To dream. So if you say I dream, that's أنا أحلم. Right? If you say أنت you dream.
تحلم.
أنت تحلم. أنت
تحلمين.
تحلمين. أنت تحلمين. Or let's say تحلمين. أنتما
تحلمان.
ماني.
أنتما تحلمان. هو
يحلم.
لهما لهرو
هو يحلم. هي
تحلم.
تحلم. نحن
نحلم.
نحلم. نحن نحلم. We dream. نحن نحلم. أنتم you
تحلمون.
تحلمون. أنتم تحلمون. أنتن
تحلمن.
تحلمن. أنتن تحلم. أنتن تحلمن. هم هم
يحلمون.
يحلمون.
يحلمون. هم يحلمون. هن
يحلمن.
يحلمن. هن يحلمن. أخيرا and finally we have هما. هما يحلمان. هما يحلمان. Okay. Okay, so this is just a review for how to conjugate verbs in present. This is, we're just working with the simple present. Okay. So let's just try to translate these sentences. They are very simple, and we try to extend with the vocabulary now. Okay, like if you want to translate this in Arabic, what would you say?
في عطلة أنا I forget go already.
أذهب.
نعم.
Thank
أذهب.
you.
نعم أذهب.
أذهب الجبال.
ممتاز. في العطلة أذهب إلى الجبل. في العطلة أذهب إلى الجبل. So if you say أنا أذهب, that is correct. If you don't say it, it's also correct. في العطلة أذهب إلى الجبل. Okay, now if you want to say in the holiday, I go to the mountain to ski.
في العطلة أذهب إلى الجبل التزلجي.
ممتاز. التزلجي, that's skiing. So we just, like here, we have the noun and we will use the verb.
تزلج.
لأتزلج. ممتاز. لأتزلج. Like أذهب، أتزلج، أرسم، أكتب. Okay. في العطلة أذهب إلى الجبل لأتزلج. You can also say for skiing. It's like you say to ski or for skiing. لأتزلج, that's for skiing. To ski, that's لأتزلج. It's just a matter of conjugation. Okay. How about, yes, في العطلة أذهب إلى الجبل لأتزلج. The verb here is conjugated with أنا. Okay. أنا أتزلج. لأتزلج. So sometimes you might ask about the A as the ending of the verb, because it should be أتزلج, like أذهب, like أرسم, أكتب, right? But here you see it's an A. So we have the same letter, which is G. It's just a matter of conjugation, not conjugation, but it's sometimes the ending of, or the way we pronounce the word it is influenced by the position where it is located in the sentence. Okay, so li has an effect on the verb here. That's why we say أتزلج. So this, we might talk about this in advanced stages. Okay. So now let's move to this sentence. Okay. If you want to say, in the holiday, I go to the mountain to ski with my friends.
في العطلة أذهب إلى الجبل لأتزلج مع صديقتي. How would I say my friends?
ممتاز. أصدقائي, my friends.
أصدقائي.
Okay.
صديقي, my friend.
Mhm.
أصدقائي, my friends.
أصدقائي. Okay.
Yes. So, okay. في العطلة أذهب إلى الجبل لأتزلج مع أصدقائي. Okay. So now I just would love you to try to just make sentence, or you form sentence about what you like to do, who do you want to go with, one of your family members. How is your holiday, whether it was excellent or boring or normal or beautiful, or so we just include the vocabulary items we used today, and we talk. Okay, I probably start first and say something about my holiday. Okay. Okay. في العطلة عطلتي كانت ممتازة. عطلتي كانت ممتازة. أذهب إلى الجبل لأتزلج، وأيضا أحب أن أذهب إلى النهر للسباحة، ولكن لا أحب البقاء في المنزل لأن المنزل ممل. So the last part of my speech was لا أحب البقاء في المنزل لأن المنزل ممل. Did you understand what was that?
You don't like being at home because it's boring?
ممتاز. I don't like to stay in the house. The house is boring, or staying in the house is boring. Okay, so please try to just, I'm sure you took some notes and you form small speech where you can include all the, or some of the vocabulary items we used today. She's saying hi too. If you want to say something.
Hi.
Marhaba.
Hi. Merhaba. مرحبا.
تبغى تسولهم شي حاجة؟
What? What?
تهضر معاهم بأمك.
What do you mean?
Ooh, good English.
You can speak to
Don't
them.
want to just speak French.
Yeah,
¿Cómo se va?
So this is my son.
Hi.
His name is Khalil.
What?
Oh, sorry. His name is Nizar, and he likes English very much.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm sure you're very good at it.
I was practicing. I was talking English from small age. Like I was at least 2 years, 3 years. I was start to speak English.
Wow. You're
I'm not
lucky.
joking. Ask him.
Practice at school, Nazar?
What?
Do you practice at school? Do you study English at school?
Yeah, from time to time, from Tuesday to Tuesday.
Nice.
One time a week.
Yeah.
Once?
Mm.
Mm.
Once a week.
So it goes Arabic, then French.
Then
parlez
we have Arabic.
Français.
We have
Français?
Arabic. We have Arabic. We have French, and we have English. We have math and some stuff that some stuff you in America you don't have, but some stuff some stuff you have we don't have, and some stuff we have you don't have.
You practice English a lot with your dad too? With your
Yeah.
father? I'm
Yeah.
sure.
From time to time. You're laughing
awesome.
at.
So it's time to say goodbye, and because we still have some work to do.
Okay.
So what do you say?
Bye.
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 Marhaba.
Ashara.
Okay.
So cute.
So we do lots of English at home.
Yeah, I bet.
Wow.
He's good.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's very advanced in English comparing to students at his age.
Mhm.
Yes.
Mhm.
Okay. So who wants to volunteer? And
I can go.
yes, please.
Yeah. Okay. عطلتي كانت جميلة ومثلجة.
Mhm.
في عطلتي أذهب إلى الجبال لتتزلج مع زوجي وأذهب التزلج مع أختي.
Mumtaz. We just need to make slight adjustment. Like you said, أذهب إلى الجبل لتتزلج. If you say تتزلج, that means you ski, but you want to say I ski. So لأتزلج. Okay. لأتزلج. That's very slight adjustment we need to make. But that was very perfect. That was very. Elizabeth, do you want to try?
No.
لا.
La.
لا.
I
حسنا.
want to listen to others, please.
Okay. وتشيكو.
Okay. العطلة كانت مملة وعادية. لأنها لا أذهب إلى نهرتي. And I don't know I don't know how to say it, to stay. How do you say to stay?
So please let's just. She said my holiday was normal and boring. So that's why I'm laughing. So and then she said because, but I did not hear what you said.
La أذهب. How would I say I did not go? La.
Okay, let's just go with the simple present. لا أذهب because I don't go.
Okay. إلى نهرتي.
إلى
نهرتي.
what do you mean?
Naharati.
إلى النهر. نهري. إلى النهر. To the river.
Okay, nothing. Yeah.
Oh, إلى النهر.
But and then I wanted to say I stayed home, but I don't know how to. What's the verb to stay?
Okay, let's just make it. عطلتي كانت مملة وعادية. My holiday was boring and normal. عطلتي كانت مملة وعادية لأنني لم أذهب إلى النهر. I didn't go to. لم أذهب إلى النهر.
Okay.
And then you wanted to say something at the end?
I
لأنني
stayed.
لم أذهب إلى النهر and بقيت في المنزل. And I stayed at home. وبقيت في المنزل. So probably next time we work on how to say verbs in the past. Okay, so I also wanted to talk today about the future, but it's probably we're late. Probably this should be next time, to learn how to talk about the future and how to talk about future plans. Okay, so now it's we just skip these things and we would say that's the end. مع السلامة. But before, I want to show you last time with my class, with my students from middle school, we talked about Valentine's Day and how to express love to our family members. And also we made some cards in Arabic.
Yeah.
So like this one, it says, I love you, mom. This is what I made, but they also made their own cards. And the last class, they showed to me those beautiful cards, like Nolan and Jenny, they made cards for their parents in Arabic, and that was so beautiful.
Oh, nice.
Yes. So I just want to share that with you.
Shukran.
Okay, shukran. So I think it's time to say goodbye and see you next week. So please, if you have any idea or any topics you would love to deal with, please email.
I will.
Okay. Okay. شكرا تشيكو. شكرا ريبيكا. شكرا سونيا كثيرا. وأراكم في الأسبوع المقبل. See you next week. أراكم في الأسبوع المقبل. شكرا. مع السلامة. مع السلامة. مع السلامة. Hey, Elizabeth, how are you doing? It's been a long time.
Okay. I know, it's really busy. Things are really busy, but good. And just a lot going on. But
I also saw some of the picture you post on Facebook about a lot of snow.
A lot of snow,
so
yeah.
Those pictures gave me this idea to talk about the holiday.
Snow, yeah, I see this. Yeah, on holiday. That's
so
great.
Those pictures, they inspired me to talk about what was or how was the last holiday.
I love it. That's really sweet. You know, in terms of topics with the group, you can ask them, but I know Sonia's trying to learn Arabic to work with students who come in. So maybe like really practical, like when you first meet someone, how do you know, ask them how they are and how are you, where are you from? You know, you did a little bit of that in our class, but revisiting. And then maybe travel, like if you're traveling, practical travel Arabic might be kind of fun.
Yes.
So going back to kind of conversation, entry conversation, and like travel vocabulary, like might be fun.
So I will email her. Probably she suggests something about concerning this.
And then I have a question for you about paying you and taxes. I have to Google Pay just switched their system, and so I have to update ours. So I owe you for your contract last week. Everyone else got paid last Wednesday, but I wasn't able to get the Google Pay out to you. So I owe you for that. And then I need to figure out international taxes. Like, do you have everything you need
So
for
I
income?
think I'm supposed to fill in my tax next March. So TCLP will email me this form, and I need
Okay.
to fill in.
Okay.
So,
Well-
but you have to know that I don't know much things about this.
I need to ask, and because I think, paid you like for World Language Initiative, not Teachers of Critical Languages program. At some point, we'll have to declare that money we paid you when it's over a certain amount, like $900 or something like that. So last year, I don't know. I need to find out if we did that. Like, if we did pay you over $900, we have to send you something.
So I can't tell you how much I got from. I have them right here. So
Okay.
the first time it was, once it was 250,
Mhm,
and one time it was 765,
mhm.
and one time it was 475. So 3 times.
Was that all before January?
So that was August, October, and December.
Yeah. So I think that is an amount that requires me to do some income paperwork for you.
Okay.
So internationally, I don't know what the rule is. But I'll find that out.
Okay.
And then I owe you some more for your teaching now since January.
Yes. Yeah.
Is that working okay? Or do you have any concerns with that on your side?
Which thing exactly? About tax?
More about taxes. I mean,
I don't know exactly, because this is the first time I work internationally. So with TCLP, it was easy. They just send us some documents, we fill them in, and we send them. So it was easy. And also we expect them to send us for next March. But for the work I do with you, I have no idea. So please,
Yeah.
you might help in this.
Yeah,
We
I'll
can
look
do
that
more
up.
work.
'Cause it's our responsibility to get you what you need. And so, so do you not work on a calendar year? Like, so for us, we get paid for any income we earned in 2020. We have to do taxes by April 2021. So we just have this lag of January to February to March, 3 months between when we got paid and when we have to pay our taxes. Are you guys on a similar, what is your, like, for all the money you made in 2020, when do you have to pay taxes on that?
In Morocco? In Morocco, you mean?
Yeah, in
So
Morocco.
in Morocco, this happens automatically every month. So it's from my wage, from the wages, they just take this amount. So every month, sum of money from my income, it goes directly before they are delivered to my account in the bank. They are just taken off from the
So you
taxes.
don't have to fill out like.
No, I
end of
don't
year
feel anything.
taxes?
It happens automatically.
Okay, so yeah, we'll have to figure out what your responsibilities are when you're paid internationally, or, the problem might occur is we have to declare what we paid you in the US, and then we'll, on the Moroccan side, is there any kind of amount you have to give to the Moroccan government for those external dollars outside of the Morocco?
So I don't have much information about this, but I don't know. But I think it depends on the country where you are resident in, or where you live. This is the country who you pay the taxes for.
Right.
But since I'm really, I don't know.
Like, how do we pay Moroccan taxes? So I'll figure that out.
Okay.
I was hoping we stayed under this $900 mark. If we stayed under $900, then
year.
we don't really have to. Yeah,
This is
we
not
don't have to declare.
$900 a year.
Yeah, then we don't have to declare it as we don't have to declare you. It's like below
Okay.
a wage level that is required to declare, but because we went over, we're like at 1,400,
Mm-hmm.
then I have to declare you as
Okay.
a person who received income from us. But you were abroad the whole time. So I'm going to look into that.
Yes, please. Yes, please.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So this is number one. Number two, we were talking about the payment. You said something about Google Pay.
Yeah, so Google Pay changed their system and I had to update it. And when I went to pay you, they were like, we're no longer using this system that you and I had set up. And so I just have to move it over and it's still Google Pay. And
Mhm.
on your end, I don't think anything will change. It's just on my end. They want more information from me. So I like waited.
So
Mhm.
I think because I updated this application on my device, and now it says that I'm able to send or request. So
Okay.
probably if I request something from you,
Yeah.
it will work.
Yeah, so we can go, I'll make sure to get that figured out before the end of the week. And then that's half of your amount owed for your your small group, your tutoring, plus your online classes. And then I'll owe you the other half in a couple weeks. So I'll make sure to figure that out today, this week. Is that okay?
Okay, so I'm going to request $1 just to
Okay.
try. Okay,
See,
can I
yes,
try
yes,
this?
yes. Yeah.
Okay. Which profile? This payment profile can't be used to send or receive. So this payment profile can't be used to send or receive money. This could be because it is associated with a business, or you are in a country where sending money with Google Pay isn't supported. Try using another profile. So probably no, because I'm in Morocco, that's why it doesn't work.
Yeah, so I think I have to look into that. And if there's any kind of if there's any, I just haven't made sure that I can do it internationally still. Maybe they ran up against something, but I
Mhm.
can work on that this week. That's okay. Or tomorrow, today and tomorrow.
Okay, I
Was there
think I sent
was
you.
there
It
anything
works
else
now.
that you
I think
wanted
it
to?
works now because it was set on
Oh.
my account here in Morocco. I switched my profile to
Oh, I
the
see.
American one. So
Mhm,
I sent you a request for $1. I think
Okay.
if you look on your device, you might have
Yeah.
it right now.
And I have to do it on my, see, I think the problem is, they want me to use an app, but I want to use my, learn more. Request
So
from the-
can you check it right? Because here it says that it works.
Yeah, I just did it. So if we go to that worked. Now let's see if it'll allow me to pay you. Cancel payment pending, send money. It's still letting me into this old system. It's not being as difficult as, let me go into our contracts and figure out what I owe you. Let's see.
Okay.
Well, yeah, they just kind of not freaked me out, but I was like, oh, they're changing their system. I don't know. I don't have time to set that up right now. So but I have that I owe you right now $250. So let me see if I can.
250, right?
250. Yes, that's what I have.
So
Wait, 250 plus 105. So I owe you 354 now.
354.
For
This is
your, let me, let's see, you want to share, let's see, can I share my screen?
Yes, please.
Will you allow me to share my screen?
Okay. So this is new. Okay. I go to participants, right?
Yeah, so share screen and
Oh.
then actually click share screen and then say allow multiple participants to share.
Yeah. Share screen. Okay.
And then you have to stop sharing, I think.
Okay. Stop sharing. Okay.
Okay, now let's see if it'll let me. Nope. Host disable participant screen sharing. So if you go down into share screen at the bottom,
Mm-hmm.
can it say allow multiple participants to share?
Yes. I think it works.
Okay, there we go. Okay, so this is my screen, and if I go into your contract, oops, wrong one. Summer camps. Okay, and then down to Malud. Over here. What's your name? I saw your name. Oh, there it is. Okay, so this is yours. So you have these 4 things. So I'm going to owe you a total of $710 at the end, you know, when you're all done teaching, for the adult Arabic class, the youth, the French, and the 2 French classes, right?
Mhm. Yeah.
So right now, I'm paying you half right now. So I'm going to owe you $250 plus 105, or half of 710. So I'm going to owe you $355.
Mhm.
355.
Yes.
Okay, so then I'm going over to Google Pay, and that's what I have in here. So 250 plus 105 is 355. And then into Google Pay, send a request money. All right, so I'm gonna do 354 since I just paid you $1. And for first half of winter, spring teaching payment. 710 total. Does that make sense? Okay. Can you see my screen? So I'm paying you 354. So that's fine, but it is saying starting early in 2021, you won't be able to use this anymore. So I don't know when it's going to stop us. I have to, and I can't really download the app because this is a computer, not a laptop. So I just got a little tripped out, but it's working now. So that should be good.
So does it work?
Yeah, it worked, but it was telling me it wouldn't work. And so I didn't even try, but I'm still using the old app, but it's saying, can you see this up here? Starting in 2021, you won't be able to use pay.google.com to send and receive money.
So I received that. I got an email, 354.
Okay. So anyway, we might have to like fix this later, but it's working now. So
Okay. Good. So I would love to ask about 2 things, or let's say 3 things now. First, it is related to the classes I did with the kids, because before I did 12 classes. I did 10 classes before before this term. Okay, and I got paid in 8 classes with the kids. So I just wonder about these 2 classes.
Do I owe you for 4 more classes?
No, just 2.
2 classes.
So okay. I'm not talking about this term, because now we have signed the contracts for 8 classes, right? I'm not talking about this, but I'm talking about the previous, before January, before we stopped. So I did the first term with 4 classes, the second term with 4 classes, and then we had 2 classes, and then we stopped. After that, after the holidays, we resumed and we started this term, which is 8 classes. So there are 2 classes which I didn't get paid
for.
So I just want to ask.
Yeah, let's look at that. Yeah, sure. I'm going to go back to the contracts. I think I might have just missed how many times you taught. Are you saying that you missed just for the youth, just for Ginny and
just for the youth? Yes.
Okay, so So yeah, it got really confusing. We did a lot, like youth only. So early December, youth and adult, fall, session 2. So it should be in here. So Malud, I had you as teaching twice a week for 4 weeks, but you actually, so you got paid, let's see, 6 days. So you actually taught 2 extra, right?
So yes, yeah, that is right. 2 extra. We did
Okay.
4, and then we added 4, and then we added 2. We stopped for the holidays, and we resumed this contract with 8 classes.
Okay. And then so I owe you for 2 classes, right?
2 classes, yes, that's right.
Okay. So why is that only coming out to $56? It should be more like $80. It should be, oops. So paid so by your calculations, I owe you for 2 classes.
Yes, just 2 classes. I
Just 2
did
classes.
10 classes.
You
I
did
got
10
paid in 8 classes.
Yes.
4 and then 4.
Right. Okay. So based on that, how much do you feel like, I'm just trying to catch up my bookkeeping. How much should we owe you for 2 classes?
So I will let you do that. This is
Okay.
about your calculation or your I don't know. You do whatever you
Yeah.
see. It suits the situation.
Yeah.
Yes.
How about we are
I'm
now paying
fine.
the rate.
I'm fine with whatever decision you make. I'm fine.
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
no problem.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So how about we let's see. How about like $40 a class?
That's
So
fine.
we'll pay you
Whatever
another
you
$80. Okay.
please.
So let me
Whatever. Yes.
send another 80. Oops. 2 additional youth classes taught online in December. Does that make sense?
Yes. Yes.
At
Please.
$40 per class. Is that good?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm sending you another 80. Okay. Say,
Thank you so much. Thank you.
you're welcome. Let's see. Understand why that's happening. Okay, that turned out. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Well, that's great. And sorry about that. Thanks for catching me up on that.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Oh, and I'm from Faye. I need to, what is your address? Can you email us your
Yes,
address?
this is the second thing I would love to ask about. So I think, like you said, do you want my address in Morocco?
Yes, because Faye needs it. He has to forward, I need to forward his W-2 from Bozeman Public Schools to you.
What is W-2?
W-2 is just payment of wages. And I think TCLP, it is, you know how we paid you, it was like, we might have to talk to TCLP about this, but we paid you money to pay your rent.
Yes.
And we paid it through the district. So it came across as wages.
Mhm.
And so the Bozeman Public Schools paid that. to account for the QFI, the way we got paid, QFI paid all of our money to the district, and then the district had to pay you,
Yes.
and the rules. So it came across as wages.
Yes.
So this W-2 is just evidence of wages.
This is
Um,
document. This is W-2. Is it a document that I need to fill in? Right?
It's you won't have to fill it in. It's just them saying we paid you this much money in wages.
Okay. Yes. Okay.
I just it's something we're responsible to give to you.
Okay. So I will send you my email right now on.
Not email, but by email your home address. So it has to
Yes,
be
okay.
mailed to you.
Okay. I will mail it to you right now. Okay. This is number 2. And number 3, I would love to talk to you about the last funding from QFA. And it looks like this is an enthusiastic program you're talking to, right?
Yes.
So I saw the email. I really want to participate, and
Okay.
except like I feel like you're looking for someone who has to be in Bozeman.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Like you could help. So, but what you could do is I could pay you for some training of the Bozeman person, because to help them understand how to teach in Montana in the classroom, right? Because it's a very, very different. Like this one woman who wants to teach with us, I don't know if she's going to be able to, because she doesn't have the right visa. She has like this student visa that doesn't allow you to make money. So we're trying to figure it out. But she's from Saudi Arabia, and she taught French in Saudi Arabia and art. And now she's married to a student here at MSU, and she wants to teach for us. So what I want to do is build a team with you, Mohammed, this woman, Sarah Katani, and if I can find one other person in Bozeman, you guys together, you'd like mentor them about group management, because you can do it from your Arabic lens or from your Muslim, like kind of living in the Middle East, teaching in Middle Eastern schools. Now you're teaching in the West, and what was different, like what can they expect? How can they succeed? Like things you learned from your year here at Irving, kind of impart that to them. So they probably won't want to come to me and be like, oh, I get really confused when they're really energetic and not listening to me. How do I help them? So I could see us being able to pay you to train them or be part of this team.
Okay.
And be part of this kind of learning, because I got a QFI to allow me to spend dollars on you guys all working on your skills as teachers.
Yes.
And team development. And maybe the other thing I could pay you for is if I set up some Zoom meetings with like the Bozeman High School around Arabic, or if I set up some meetings that you could sit in on the meetings and help me talk to the school districts about having Arabic at the high school in Bozeman.
Oh, yes.
You could be kind of an ambassador for what we're trying to do.
Oh, yes. This is interesting. Yes. Yes.
So some of it, I think, so in one way, I think the best way, maybe if we continue to teach online, you could play the online role, but Qatar won't pay for that. QFI won't pay for that.
Yeah.
They'll only pay for in-school day, but they will allow me to pay just this spring for some training of all of our Arabic coaches. And maybe you could help them, the people we bring on board who are here, kind of just share best practices from your experience here that you had for a year. Like a mentor, that you could be a mentor. Yes. And then I could see you helping me with outreach with some meetings that I set up over Zoom that you could sit in on and kind of help there as well, be part of our team. And so because you're very affable, you're very comfortable with talking with people, you're very comfortable with the World Language Initiative, you're a little more mature than Mohammed. Mohammed's lovely, but he's still pretty young. And so I feel like you could represent what we're trying to do really well.
Okay.
that make sense?
Yes.
So we could
Okay.
pay you hourly, like $25 an hour for the non-teaching work, where you kind of help us mentor our team of Arabic teachers. And this would be from like February, like now until June.
Okay. Yes.
Does that make
This.
sense?
Yes, I would love to keep in touch with your with World Languages Initiative. I like
Yeah.
the way they do to
Me too.
promote languages, and also especially Arabic. And also
Mhm.
it's good for me. I stay in contact with America.
Yeah,
So
we like
I really like that. And also I feel like when I'm working with the kids or with you guys, I feel like it's not like working. It's just like,
it's fun.
yes.
Yeah.
And also it's more about friendship and building
Yeah, I
relations.
agree.
So I don't like feel this is the kind of job, but it's
Yeah.
I feel very relaxed doing
Yeah.
this. So
Another thought, Malud, next year, because if Gordon lets me into, Gordon lets me back to Sacagawea, I might ask you to teach online for us. I don't know if you can do it in the window that we have, but I might recruit a group of kids to learn Arabic with you, and you'd be up on the screen and they'd be learning with you, kind of like this, but I'd facilitate. And how make that happen at SMS?
so this is a nice idea what you say. Now I have a friend. He was with me. He is TCLP and he was working in Chicago. Now we are together back to Morocco. I'm in Oujda and he's in his hometown. It's called Titwan. But he still keeps working with the school where he was. And he has like 4 classes a week with the school where he was working. So he has, I think, two groups who study Arabic, and he teach them online from here, from Morocco. So I think I should talk to him about the way he does.
Yeah, because that's what I'd like to do at Sacagawea at the middle school where Ginny and Nolan are. And I'm going to talk to Gordon about that. And I think because I just think you'd be really good at it. And so maybe we talk about that at the high school too, or we'll figure it out. But I think I would, we'd help facilitate. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that'd be really neat.
So I will also ask my friend and to see how he does this, because he said that he signed a contract with this high school for 1 year, and they have 10 months. So 4 times a week, 2 groups. That means twice a week for each group, and he is working on this.
That seems so we would love to do something like that, because honestly, Malud, the people like Bassam maybe could have taught at your caliber, but I don't see Mohammed or this woman Sarah yet able. It's just they're not Western. Their ability to kind of translate their teaching skills into kind of a Western Bozeman, Montana, like in a way that works. I think it will take some time.
Okay.
So I'd love to kind of keep you in that role, teaching.
Oh, that would be very nice. I really appreciate this offer, and I hope we can make it work. And so.
And another thing, sorry, moving forward, something else is just turned on. Sorry. Moving forward for next year that we also might talk about is like an online Arabic, like you're doing with Chieko and stuff. And maybe we call it travel Arabic, where you're learning, you're teaching Arabic, but it's really through this travel lens. I think we might recruit more people. So maybe we'd have an intermediate class with Chieko and all those. We're not intermediates, but like, beyond just entry, but you would teach an online Arabic one that is for new beginners, a new crop of Arabic learners, and you do it through like a travel lens, like through traveling.
Yes, this is super nice. As I said, I like to keep doing this. I really enjoy it, and I see like
I love being able to see you and like not and like have you disappear, right?
Oh yes,
family, and of
I still remember the Moroccan bread.
Yes. And I just wish we had done more. I wish I had been able to take you camping or like take you out you know.
So thank you so much. Probably in future, who knows?
I know, hopefully.
Okay, so the third thing I would love to talk to you about, I am thinking about developing a course or a book that teaches Arabic with CD and with starting from the alphabet, going to complicated sentences and complicated conversations. And I would love to develop, it's like 30 or 40 classes that deal with specific topics, going from very simple to more complicated conversations. And I would love to do this, and I want to suggest if we can do something like this in collaboration with World Languages Initiative. And at the end, it should be like work published together or that.
Oh, that'd be so cool. And, you know, I just have to say, one of the unique things that I think what people struggle with is where they get this like Rosetta Stone or this Babbel thing where there's no person attached to it. It's really hard to learn on your own with your own motivation, right? So online learning works, but what would be really neat is like, here is a curriculum that's basically your homework. And then you get time with Malud as well, like to practice. So like this combination thing, I think, because you need that human being, that real person to kind of motivate you. I think even if it's online, I do think that the intrinsic desire to learn a language, some people can just do it on their own without any human, but a lot of us are attachment oriented. And so we learn faster when we have a real person to kind of learn from and with. So I like this idea of developing that, and then people like take the materials and they learn through us with an Arabic teacher to help them, you know, like a coach, you know.
Yes. So I'm thinking about this. This is this will take time, take lots of efforts, but at the end, I have this idea. I have already started planning this classes.
It's so exciting. Well, we could put it into a grant, you know, in terms of like, because we want to make languages available to all Montanans. And this is something that would allow us to make Arabic available in the state, you know, and if that's just really, I think, really exciting. But the one thing is, how would it be different than, would you be tied to it? So like you buy, or this package is we could give it to our other coaches to use to teach, but then an Arabic instructor, a real person, is attached to it. So if they buy like Arabic from World Language Initiative, they get, or with you, you know, the money is split or something, and they get your curriculum, and then they get an Arabic teacher to help them work through the curriculum. Does that make sense? Like, so you're buying the book, the learning materials, and then you're buying time with an Arabic teacher that's used
that would be very nice. Yes.
I think that's the key to like unlocking the door of language. Like, because I have Rosetta Stone and I've never touched it. I'm just not motivated. I'm motivated by people and being with people and learning with people, and we're learning with a teacher. And that's just to, maybe if I had a job where I had to learn it and it's like required, but in this kind of hobby world of where it's just really interesting to me and there's no like credit or any like monetary reward through job promotion, I can't make myself learn it. So I think a lot of people are in the same boat. So your audience, like, that's my opinion. That's just my thought around it, but that's really exciting.
Yes. Okay.
How do you propose to fund it? Have you talked to anybody? Is this just something you want to do, or is this, have you
about funding the work? You mean? So the idea came when I read your email. So I had this idea before, but it wasn't like serious. But when I saw your offer about a grant from Qatar Foundation, they want to develop Arabic in Montana, and also
we could. So it could be, we could pay you to develop a curriculum for us to use in our teaching, and you use that curriculum to teach our teachers here. Is that true? Is that what you mean?
Yeah, so it can be used in different ways.
Yeah.
So the first option, it was nice. This one also is nice. So the idea came from when you said in your email, or develop. This is what you said.
Yeah.
Develop. I don't know. Develop. I don't remember the term you used in your email.
Yeah. I get you. Develop a curriculum.
Yes, you
Or,
said develop a curriculum or promote in Arabic. So I think if we do something like in collaboration with the World Language
Yes.
Initiative, that would be nice.
What is your opinion, Maulud? I mean, this is, you may not feel comfortable, but with Mohammed, like he's young and he's spirited. What do you think his potential as a teacher in the classroom is?
So for Muhammad, I haven't seen him. I have never seen him teaching. We have never talked together about how to teach or how to. But he said, as he said, that the kids, they loved the way he was teaching. This is what he said. But I have never attended one of his classes. He has never attended one of my classes.
So I think this is what I'd like to do. I'd like to find one other Bozeman Arabic speaker, and I'd like you guys as a team of 3, you develop this curriculum, but you work with these other 2 coaches to teach them how to be good teachers. You know, because Muhammad's an engineer, but he loves to teach and he really wants to teach, but there are some very specific sensitivities and kind of teach them how to teach for us in a way where you're talking about group management and you're talking about delivery and you're talking about, you know, what it means to teach kids in Bozeman Arabic.
Yes, that would be nice. Yes, I really do.
So to do all this, I do need to, this is a lot more money. So I do need to figure out what all the rules are around paying you as a contractor to do this work.
Yeah.
And I'm excited. This is exciting. Let me think more about this. I was excited to bring Sarah in. Katani, she's from Saudi Arabia. She taught French and art, but I don't think she can get paid. I don't think she has the right visa. And so I'm still looking for a 3rd Arabic teacher. So there could be you, and you could teach at Sacagawea next year online, you know, like this friend of yours. You can be a mentor to Mohammed and a 3rd Arabic teacher and help us build the Arabic program that way.
Yes.
You can sit on meetings. So let me think about this a little bit. That's exciting. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So probably I will start concerning the curriculum development. I'm really interested in this. So I will try to write something about my vision and send it to you just to share it.
That sounds great.
Yes.
And think about it in terms of products too. So like process, you know, like what you're doing and why, and then what deliverables. Does that word make sense? Like what products, what things, what will we have at the end? Like curriculum, you know, just think about those 2 things, what you'd be doing and then product. Like
the final product. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
So thank you so much for your time, Elizabeth. And shukran.
And we'll talk to you soon. I will think about this. I do know I'm still looking for that 3rd teacher. I found this amazing man who's an artist but he's an engineer. He's gonna go work for Tesla. He's leaving Bozeman, but he wanted to work for us and he was perfect. Like his personality was I really felt like he'd be really great. So
who is this person? Who is he?
He's just someone, his name is Ibrahim Abdullah. I can't remember. We interviewed him, but he had just applied for 2 jobs, one for Tesla, one for Rivian, which are these electric car companies, because he's an engineer. And I was like, you're not going to stay here. You're going to get these jobs that go away. So anyway, I'm looking for that 3rd Arabic teacher. But let's move this forward, and it's exciting.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Elizabeth. It was super nice.
All right, you too. It's great to talk to you.
And see you next week.
How do you say see you soon again?
Araki. I see you. Araki. Qariban means soon.
Araki. قريبا.
So this is me saying this to you, you're female. So I would say أراكِ قريبا, and then you are talking to me, say ممتاز. ممتاز.
أراك قريبا.
ممتاز. أراك قريبا. See you soon.
أراك قريبا.
أراكِ قريبا إليزابيث.
أراك قريبا.
إن شاء الله. شكرا إليزابيث. مع السلامة.
شكرا مولود. مع
مع
السلامة.
السلامة. مع السلامة.